Good morning, beautiful people. I wanted to come on here this morning and talk about a big reason why people might not trust you. And let me give you some background and some information on it. It's really subtle things, but plant in people's minds that maybe that person's word isn't actually trustworthy. So, the number one thing that I've been seeing lately is people giving false promises. And it can be the smallest thing and it can be very unintentional, but it is things like saying, hey, let's go do this together, and then not following through, or I'm gonna come visit you, or let's catch up. Simple things like that, and then not actually following through. And also, this can be with yourself. So, this isn't necessarily with other people. I also think that this is something that starts with yourself. Like, you tell yourself, I'm going to start exercising, I'm going to start eating well, I'm going to go on that trip, go on that vacation. All of those little tiny subtle things that you tell yourself you're going to do, and then you don't, and you flake out on it. And this is so subtle, but I think it is a really big one, because you're then telling yourself, oh, I didn't actually follow through with that. I just said it. Why did I just say it? And the thing is that it's okay if, another example is like running late every time, and you become that person who says they're going to be there and they're going to be there at that time, but you just don't show up. And we all run late sometimes, like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, that sort of thing's okay. But if you become that person and you become that person to yourself, that trust starts to disappear. And then that could really, for yourself, lose your own confidence, and then for other people to lose their confidence in you. And so, we're moving into the new year, into 2024 at the time of this recording, and this is just a little thing to maybe become aware of. And nothing you do is wrong or right. It's just like this awareness of building trust with people, if that's something that you want to do and be. And a lot of people have a lot of family events coming up, and either you want to go or you don't want to go, and people can feel that by the way you show up and what time you show up. And if you're severely late, or because you're trying to crowd it all in and you've already overpromised yourself to different people and different things, and yes, I'm gonna bring that to the party. And the thing is, like, things do change. We had a party we were meant to go to, and things personally changed, and so we said no. But like, you want to make sure you can do it as quickly as possible so you don't become that person. And it's all about being able to identify if you actually want to do something, because if you want to do it, you're more likely to follow through with it. And so finding the language to go, either I don't know right now, or once you do make that commitment, following through. And I think that makes, I'm not hugely into New Year's resolutions either, because it can put a lot of pressure, and I believe more in tiny little things over a long time compound. And so maybe just not as a New Year's resolution, but just over this holiday period and into next year, being aware of whether or not you are over promising to people, and making these statements without actually following through. And so I'm a big person of, I would prefer to see your actions than just your words about this thing. And you know, the more that you can build trust, it shows at home as well, and in yourself, building that big trust muscle with yourself. And this might have layers and go deeper in terms of maybe not being someone who's actually aware of what they're saying, or actually aware of what they want and what they want to do. But especially with people that you are close with and you want to build beautiful relationships, strong relationships, this should really be looked at, and making that time and effort with people, because over time it shows, and it's probably something that's being discussed behind doors, that, oh, you know, will that person show up? Will I actually have that opportunity to do